Hello and welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name's Michelle and today I'm gonna share something really interesting and different and exciting with you. I just picked up the kiddos from school. You gonna say hello? Hey! And we're about to go into this store that's in front of me and I'll show it to you here in a moment. I decided to invest in myself and invest in the clarity of mind and my energy and just my health and overall well-being. I decided to join a nutrition program. And I don't know if you remember, but this time 4 years ago, I was just finishing up my Nutrisystem journey. And that was really successful for me. I really enjoyed it. And the reason I'm not going back to that particular program was I felt like I learned all that I could from there. I learned portion sizing and healthy snack. And I feel like at this point, we actually eat relatively healthy. But there's those mornings that I want to go to Dunkin' Donuts. I want something quick. I need something quick. I need something easy. I want something that's delicious and it's going to fill me up so I'm not like, oh, okay, that was fine an hour later. And that's why I decided to go this route. I'm actually going to link to my Nutrisystem journey down below because I did weekly vlogs throughout that whole 3-month journey and I brought you along the way. I want to do the same thing with what I'm about to do. And I think for me, something that has become really important is feeling good. Losing weight is going to be amazing. I work out for that. That's where I want to see the results. But with my diet and nutrition, I just want to feel good. I feel like sometimes the brain fog that is going on, and part of it might be my thyroid stuff too, but they say my levels are good. I'm telling you, it's something else because there's times where I'm eating pretty healthy. I'll do my green smoothies in the morning and I'll eat a salad for lunch and a light dinner of some sort of protein with vegetables at dinner. And I feel better, but at the same time, I still don't feel amazing and I want to feel amazing. And I'm hoping that this is the little key to open up the room of something that I've been missing. So I decided to join Isagenix. Now, don't click away. I promise you, I am not gonna turn into one of those crazy hi. This is about me and I wanna share it with you. So I want to bring you along on this journey. And I don't want you to ever feel pressured. I want you to feel as if I am in the living room with you sharing the ups and the downs and the woes and everything like that, just like I did with the Nutrisystem. If you decide that this is something you want to try, sure, I would love for you to purchase through me or sign up and enroll. I'll leave all the information for that stuff down below. But honestly, I want this to be informative. I want this to be something that when you're ready to give in and focus on yourself and do something for yourself or your family, because actually the kids are going to be involved in this, right? Aren't you guys gonna be swapping out your breakfast cereals, those sugary, delicious, but sugar heavy breakfast cereals? We're gonna be getting rid of all of our frozen waffles. Well, we'll eat what we have, I'll be honest. But I'm not gonna be buying any more because they're gonna be swapping out some shakes as well. I mean, I'm not gonna be as strict about it. I'm not even gonna be strict with myself. Honestly, I want this just to be a supplement. This is gonna take the place of me getting fast food. And I feel like that is the I feel like that's the easiest way to explain how I want to incorporate this program into my life. There's a couple other products that are in the kit that I bought that I want to try. I really wanted to get this system strictly for the protein powder, but the one set that I wanted to enroll with had a couple other little goodies in it too, so why not give them a go? I mean, I've been talking about health being my main focus for the past few years. Ever since my surgery, I did gain a bit of weight about a year after my surgery. I kind of leveled out with medication, but even since then, I've been going to the gym. Maybe not as consistently as I would like to, but I have found my comfort level in going to yoga. I try to go at least 3 times a week, if not at the very, very minimum once a week. Like I have to. For my mind and my body and my sanity, I have to practice yoga at least once a week. And I sweat. And it's not just about stretching, but I mean, it's beautiful. That is where I found my comfort level. I do other things at the gym too, because I do want to see some results. I want to see some, toning of the arms and lifting of the butt. But I've been going to the gym pretty inconsistently for the past year. I've seen a little bit of results. I lost about 5 pounds since the beginning of the summer. but I want to do more. Logan and I have certain goals that we want to be reaching for, hence why I have a different new vehicle. There's certain things that we want to be doing and setting ourselves up for about a year from now that I'll be excited to share that when it comes that time. But I feel like I need to get healthy and I need to slim up a bit. I need to focus on me and be a little bit selfish in that sense. And I feel like this is the way that I'm going to do it. This is how I've chosen to do it. And I hope you choose to stay coming along with me. I did just create a new Sparkle Me Fit Facebook group for all things health and fitness and family and just kind of a little community chat about that. So I'll link to that down below as well. I would love for you to join. It is not just all about Isogenics and me pushing the product towards you. And I hate that I have to even say that. I feel like if somebody is genuinely enjoying a product, you shouldn't even have to. So no judgment zone, right guys? Yeah. We love everybody for who they are and whatever stage in life you are. I'm nervous. Are you guys ready to go in and pick up our box? Yeah. Yes, let me show you. I live right next to the Isogenic headquarters. So I'm actually picking up our box at Will Call. So let me show you what it looks like here. I live like right down the road from here.
But behind this building's a giant headquarters of Isogenics.
Yeah, they have their big like call center and everything back there, huh? I'm gonna say hi.
The Will Call Center. Yeah.
This is the Will Call. Yeah, this is where you like pick up your products and stuff. So I was gonna update you guys when we got back home and like unbox our box, but I thought I'd share our experience at this Will Call at the corporate office. You wanna tell them what they did for you?
They gave us 2 free bars.
Yeah.
And they gave us a whole pack of these bars that we can take to snack school, and that she gave us a free drink.
Yes, you remember what it's called?
Isogenics. No, that's the brand.
I think it's Hydrate.
Yeah.
Called Hydrate. So this is kind of like their version of a healthy Gatorade. It's pretty good. It is not terrible, that's for sure. It feels really hydrating. Like it feels like a Gatorade, where there's that little bit of a finish that leaves it on your teeth. You know what I mean? I don't know. Does Gatorade do that for you? But what I wanted to say is she was so kind. She went through my box with me just to kind of like familiarize myself with the different products and how to use them. And then she gave, the kids were kind of like, I mean, they're being kids. Sophia's like, I'm hungry. And she goes, why don't I go grab you a bar? And she gave Sophia one of the bars. I mean, those things are not cheap. That was really sweet of her, huh? And she gave you some to kind of take home to try out the different flavors, huh? Yeah. And the thing with Sophia is we're pretty much dairy-free with her, because we've noticed that when she eats lots of cheeses or milk or anything like that, she gets a really bad stomach ache, and I do too. So I'll share a bit of that here in a little bit. Let's get home and open our box. We're getting extra fancy, and I'm sitting on the floor of our front living room, but I figured why not open up the box here. Look at how big it is. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. It's filled with stuff. Better be filled with stuff. It definitely cost a pretty penny, but I need to look past that, because honestly, if you see something simply for a price, then you're not seeing the value in what it is. And that goes for anything, not just this. That goes for makeup, that goes for taking care of yourself and your total body care. And maybe it's buying something nice for yourself. Maybe it's a car. It could seriously go for anything in your life. If you simply see it as a price, you haven't seen the value and how much it would impact your life, whether it be a positive or negative or whatever it may be. In this case, I know that this is an investment myself, like I was kind of mentioning before, and I'm very much hoping and looking forward to feeling the results. Maybe I'll see some results. That'd be really cool. I'll maybe do a little weigh-in here at the end of this clip and do some measurements, just like I did for the Nutrisystem, and then maybe check in. I don't know if I'm gonna do a weekly video, but maybe every 3 weeks, every month, at least for a period of 3 months, and kind of see how I'm feeling. And that'll be before Christmas, because I'm filming this at the middle to end of August. So maybe I'll be looking and feeling all great for Christmas and New Year's, and then it'll be my 31st birthday in January. And really, I don't even know how else to say it, but other than to invest in myself. Because if I'm investing in me and my happiness and health and well-being, then that means I'm investing in those that I care for, including Gunner. Say hi, Gunner. Oh, and Lily's up here. But what I really meant was the kids. They're in their rooms doing homework. Okay, let's open the box. I don't remember the name of the set I got. Maybe I'll put it down on the bottom here, or I'll definitely link to it in the description box. That way you can get the same set that I did. Because originally I was really just wanting to try out the protein powders, but this was a set that was a value where I could try out the protein powders and a couple of the other products that are in here. Now, we do try our best to be dairy-free in our home, just because we've noticed that having anything with whey gives us a little bit of bloat and stomach ache, right, Sophia? We get upset tummies. So the first thing I'm pulling out is the Isagenix Isoline Shake Dairy-Free Enriched Chocolate. There's 14 individual packs in here. Let's open it. Let's see what it looks like.
Hey.
I haven't even opened it. This is so exciting. This is gonna be fun. This is a good change. I'm feeling great about it. I'm feeling positive. Oh, this is easy. So even if I wanted to have like a normal breakfast and then swap out my lunch, or technically when I went to the will call, there was one of the like counter clerks there, and she kind of came around. She's like, do you want to go through the box with me? And I was like, yes, of course I do. Show me all the things. Tell me as much as you know about this program. And she kind of pulled out this pamphlet. Let me see if I can find it. She pulled out a couple of these booklets that were in my box. So there's instructions on everything, whether you have somebody like me in your life where I will share everything with you, or if you're going to try to do this on your own. There's Take the Challenge magazine. There is the product catalog, and then there was this smaller, where's the small one, Sophie?
Oh, it's right here.
And then we have the Say Hello to Health, and this is a little more like purse friendly. In here, it gives you the instructions on how to do cleanse days and how to do shake days. Now, up until her going over this with me in person, I was like, I am not doing a cleanse day. I like eating food. I'm really just looking to swap out my breakfast. But now that reading this and seeing that you're gonna get the best benefit by following the program to a T, I don't know. It essentially means shake day, you're gonna start out the day with taking a little bit of the Ionic Supreme and then a natural accelerator. And again, this all came in the kit that I purchased, so I didn't need to buy any of this separate. And then I got the Isa Shake, so you'll have you'll have one of these for breakfast. And then you'll have a mid-morning snack, which is gonna be one of these. I got the dairy-free ones. It's just like these little snack bits. And it says it's perfect for cleanse days, but it's also on the instructions for the snack day. But there are non-isogenic snack recommendations off to the side, so that's really nice. Because I'm not always going to be wanting or have isogenic stuff available. I need to be able to blend this into my lifestyle. Then for lunch, it says to have another Isa Shake or a meal that is 400 to 600 calories. So I very well may be doing that with salad. I like to have salads for lunch. And then a mid-afternoon Ionic Supreme with a snack. Again, a snack like this or another one. And then you're going to have your dinner, which is a 400 to 600 calorie meal. No problem. Have a little bit of fish, a little bit of quinoa, and some vegetables, and call it a day. And then before bed, every single day, it says to use the Isa Flush, and there's 60 capsules in here. So what is that? That's a 2-month supply. That's nice. I didn't realize that. Where the snacks, I don't know how long this is gonna last me if I have to have them just about every day. So I definitely, and you have to have 2 as a serving size. And then the Natural Accelerator has 60 capsules in it as well. So it's like a 2-month supply. That's not that bad. I thought it was a 1-month supply, and I was kind of like, oh boy, now I have to buy all of this stuff again next month. But it looks like if I'm doing it to a T, the only thing I will probably have to buy and replenish is going to be the Cleanse for Life, which is for the cleanse day, which essentially looks exactly like the shake day, but instead of having a shake, you're going to have the Cleanse for Life. And you do not eat food on that day, you just eat your snacks, whether it be this or the recommended non-isogenic snacks on cleanse days. So like cleanse days are legit, you're not eating any solid food. But you know what? You have one of those days during your week. Like for me, it's Mondays and Tuesdays at work. I work 7:30 to 5. I don't take lunch on those days. Like, I honestly don't. I will grab a little granola bar here or there. I do like those lemon Luna bars. I think, is that what they're, Luna bars, right?
Yeah, they're Luna.
But I do like those lemon Luna bars. I really, really like them. And I always have one in my purse so I can have a snack throughout the day at work. But those days, they suck. It's a long day. It's usually really busy, which is why I usually don't get to step away and have a meal. But doing a cleanse day on there, on one of those days, would be perfect, at least for me in my lifestyle. But you have to have one of those days where you know you're gonna be really busy. Oh, thank you, Sophia. These Luna bars, I don't know if they're approved as part of this program, but honestly, I kind of don't care. I'm gonna make this into the program that's going to work for me and how I'm going to be successful in it and stick with it. Because let's face it, just like with joining the gym and how I want to go 3 days a week, life gets in the way, it gets hard, and I have to set that time, you know, apart for myself. But sometimes I just can't. Sometimes I really do have places to take my kids and doctor's appointments and stuff wrong with the dog. Now things are at the house. Like I was telling you guys, we renovated and painted, and we're gonna be doing up the kitchen here and the bathroom shortly. So there's always something going on. I get it. I am right there with you. I need to find a way to mix these suckers into my life. I did get another box of the rich chocolate. I think this is a little freebie that came with the set that I got. It's called the Amped Hydrate, and we actually got to try this when we went to the will call office. They had a big like vase of it, and the kids and I got to try it. It basically tastes like a really fancy Gatorade. So I mean, if it's going to be a more natural, more like healthy version of Gatorade for us to drink, I probably need to put this on my next month's purchase. I have another box of isogenic shake, and then I did try to mix it up a little bit. So since I tend to be a little bit sensitive to chocolate, it is on one of my indicators for allergens. I did pick up the vanilla chai. Now the reason I didn't go all out on the vanilla chai is because I don't really like chai. I figured I'd give it a go. There's only 14 packets in here. I could certainly suck it up 14 times to try this out. Or maybe I'll give it to the kids. That's another thing if I didn't mention so already. Hold on, Sophia. What are you getting so excited about? Show them. What are you getting so excited about, Sophia?
Pancakes! We can have pancakes!
Oh, there's like a little recipe book. And there is a way to use 2 scoops of the creamy French vanilla isoline shake. We don't have that, so maybe I'll have to order that in the future. Like I said, I wanted to try out the dairy-free first and see how I felt. I'm losing a little bit of the sun here, so I'll try to wrap this up. And then in my box, I'm not sure if this comes with the set, because I didn't see it as part of the description, or if it's maybe something because I went and picked it up at will call, but they included a shaker bottle, which is really cool. Even though I have a million shaker bottles, I feel nice and cool and fancy with my Isogenics one. And it'll be nice as a talking point when I may be out and about and using this, and people are like, hey, how are you really liking that? Oh, this is different. I've never seen one that has, I've always seen the ones that have like the shaker balls. But in here, they included a isoline bar that is chocolate decadence. And then there is another amped hydration. There is a bottle, I think this is an energy thing. Yes, it's an energy shot in raspberry flavor. And then we have some greens. And then we have the Isoline Pro Shake in strawberry cream. This is not dairy free, so I'll have to give this to Anthony to try out, and he'll have to give us his opinions on that. And then my little bottle. It's all coming together, guys. Like, this is
so cute.
Something that was really cool about being there at the will call office, I know not all of you will be able to do that, but the rep was kind of chatting with Sophia, who was complaining about being hungry, and I believe I mentioned it earlier that she gave them a few bars. She then gave them a whole stack of them to take home and different flavors so they could try it out. I mean, I think it's a wonderful idea because it make them believers, and then they're gonna harp on me to be ordering these things more and more and more. But at the same time, I kind of like this being a family decision. Everyone is jumping on board. I am so excited. I'm hopeful. And maybe that'll be a placebo effect, that I'm just being hopeful and wanting this to feel really great and wanting to change my energy and feel more like me again. I think that's it. Let's go on over to the scale and get some measurements and see where we're starting off this journey and set some goals as to where we want to be at the end of it. And I shouldn't say end of it, because it's not that the journey is gonna end, because that's gonna be a lifetime thing. But I want there to be a certain point where I can like check myself and, you know, check in with you guys and be like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is where I'm at weight wise, and like how I'm doing all over. And before we move on, I almost forgot to mention that she gave us those bars, but she also gave me a little box of the Delights. Like there's a couple left in here. And these are little chocolate squares that you can have on your cleanse days. And they're just that perfect little pick-me-up when you want to go out and have that Dairy Queen ice cream. But you know you really don't want the stomach ache, but you really want just that sweet, cold flavor. Keep these in the fridge. Snack on these little chocolates and you'll be keeping on your diet and keeping on your path, but still being able to indulge a little bit. Okay, so just like with Nutrisystem, I'm going to take some before measurements and I'm gonna wear the same outfit every time I do this. And I did go and grab our scale, but apparently there's no battery in it. So I will have to do that another time. I mean, I'm not gonna lose anything crazy in day 1, day 2, so I'm not gonna stress about that. And let's get you guys set up on this tripod. Anthony's gonna help me out with my measurements. He's been reading the pamphlet and the instructions on how to do this, right?
Yep.
Do you remember what you said when you first found out that you would be helping me with my measurements?
Wouldn't you be embarrassed when you post it online?
Yeah, because he asked me, when we realized that we would be measuring around my waist, he's like, aren't you afraid of what people will say, or because of, where you're at right now, saying because my tummy's a little bit big right now. And I said, no, I'm not afraid of sharing where I'm at right now, because this is who I am and I'm doing something about it. I'm not just sitting somewhere complaining about it. And yeah, we're gonna look to change it, right? We're gonna be healthier. Oh boy, he's messing with the tripod. Let's get started. Okay, how do you do the waist? What is it, over the belly button?
Yeah, so we're gonna start right there. Right
I will hold it.
Let me check.
38.5. It's like 41.5.
Yeah.
I hate my arms. That is something I need to work on. It's something I want to improve upon. Is it nice and loose?
Yeah, 12.5.
12.5? All right, write it down. It's definitely something I want to work on. Losing a little bit of the bloat and blah, 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 right there, lifting up the bum. That would be nice. And that is my left arm. I don't think we're going to do both arms. Let's just do left thigh.
And that will be 24.
Is that right about there? So right underneath. What is it? 24? All right. I could afford to lose a little bit of the thunder thigh, because I would like to lose a little bit around this area, get rid of this little bit of a pudge. So let's do natural waist. I think that's what it's called, right? Because this is like the smallest part of my body, and I don't want it to be where the bra is. I want it to be where my body is. All right, how's that? Is that straight around?
Yep. That's good.
Okay, I am at 33. It's a little bit loose, so yeah, truly 30, maybe 32 and a half, 30. No, right, 32, because 33 was way too loose. This still has a little bit of movement. What do you think, Anthony? You excited to get started tomorrow?
Yeah. Because
he's gonna be doing some of the shakes with me in the morning.
And then we got these little bars.
Yeah, those were good, weren't they?
Yeah.
Get some of those for snacks for school or something like that. All right, if this is the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you plan to stay along and watch this whole journey with me. And don't forget to join the Facebook group. That way you can kind of keep up to date with those updates as well. I'll be posting things randomly throughout social media, so check out my links down there. That way you can join me on there. Thank you so much for helping me out.
Don't forget to give a big fat thumbs up.
Thank you so much. I almost forgot to tell them to do that. And what else do they need to do before they go?
Go to the link and subscribe.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you get the email and push notifications when we upload a new video. All right, guys, we will see you in our follow-up video very shortly.